Do babies go to heaven when they die? Now, although the Bible does not answer this question directly, I believe there are principles laid out in the Word of God that help us to be pretty confident that babies do go to heaven when they die. Now, let me explain. First of all, in the Old Testament, we have King David, who is described as a man after God's own heart. And David has a child who grows very ill. And for a week, King David fasted and prayed and sought the Lord, and yet the child still died. And when that child did die, and David's servants came to him to tell him, David confidently said, I will go to my child one day, but my child will not come back to me. We believe that what David is saying there is that he knew he would see his baby once again when he entered the presence of God. Another thing that we have in the New Testament is there was a time when people were bringing children to Jesus that he might pray for them and lay hands on them. And his own disciples rebuked the people. And don't bother Jesus with the children. But Jesus rebuked his disciples and he said, listen, let the little children come to me. The kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. Don't hinder them. Don't stop them from coming to me. We also read where Jesus tells people that unless they become as little children, they cannot even enter the kingdom of heaven. And so clearly Jesus is letting us know that it is his desires that young ones would come near to him and that never are we to push them away. Also in Romans chapter 1, the Bible tells us that people, adults, thinking people are without excuse because they have the evidence of creation all around them that they might begin to seek the Creator. We're told that people actually push back the truth. They push it away. They refuse to use their minds to engage in thinking about a Creator and seeking God, and that is why they are lost without an excuse. Now, since babies and little children don't have the capacity to push back the truth yet because they don't have full understanding, and for the other reasons that I mentioned, I do believe that all babies and young children go to heaven when they die. I believe the same is true of those who have a mental disability and are not able to think as adults would be able to think. I believe that God has mercy and grace upon them and takes them straight to his presence.